KNWD has your Friday night planned. We have the story.
Plus, we'll have all your NSU sports and weather coming up. I'm Nathan Magner.
And I'm Sarah Gandy. Your news starts now. In our top story today, former Northwestern State President Dr. Randall J. Webb passed away in Shreveport after a lengthy illness. Dr. Webb was 72 and was the longest-serving president in the history of Northwestern State, holding the position from July of 1996 to December 31st of 2014. Northwestern President Dr. Jim Henderson said, "Tanya and I and the entire Northwestern family of students, faculty, staff, and alumni extend to Dr. Webb's wife, Brenda, his daughters, grandchildren, and other loved ones our heartfelt sympathy in this time of grief. We also express our deepest appreciation and gratitude for Dr. Webb's service, leadership, and meaningful and beneficial influence on the university throughout his lifetime. No president served Northwestern longer or with greater distinction than Randy Webb. In his 18 years as head of the university, he expanded and enhanced academic and athletic programs, spearheaded the most successful fundraising campaigns in the history of the school, and was at the forefront of dramatic growth in enrollment and expansion and improvement of physical facilities. Dr. Webb will be missed by the Northwestern family." Thanksgiving break is next week, but don't leave campus too early. KNWD has a Friday night activity you need to stick around for. Brian Cook has the story.
NSU students, don't go home this week. KNWD and NSU Athletics has provided us with Caddo Fest.
The idea behind Caddo Fest was that we throw a festival for the very last home game of the season, which is, of course, against our rival Stephen F. Austin. And we named it Caddo Fest because the last football game is always for the Battle of Chief Caddo. The game falls usually right before Thanksgiving break, so we wanted to also keep students in town and give them something to do.
How hard is planning for Caddo Fest?
Planning for Caddo Fest has been a challenge. It's a lot getting bands and getting food vendors and everything that we need together to put together a music festival. It's a lot more than just making a couple posters and getting people out there. We are going to have lots of local bands. I think we have 7 bands on the lineup right now. Larry's group will be performing on Friday night before our headliner, the Wall Chargers, which is formerly known as Engine. They've played at quite a few of our festivals on campus.
We're going to have some awesome food. Who doesn't like Dickies? Come on, man. And then we're going to have bubble soccer, right? That's what it's called? Bubble soccer. That SAB sponsoring, and that's going to be fun. Who doesn't want to get in a big hamster ball and run all over the place?
First one was 2 years ago. It was originally to have it as an outdoor festival, have a beautiful open field, and have a huge stage with live sound and lighting like any other festival. Who came, I think, had a really good time. We had Dubbinauts were one of the headliners, which we love Dubbinauts. They keep coming back. They play kind of a reggae, rock, funk music. From the beginning, it's been a sort of KNWD event. And over the past 4 years or so, KNWD has been doing a lot more festivals, which is kind of traditionally unusual for radio stations.
Cat through the football game as the Demons will battle for Chief Caddo on Saturday. This weekend should be enjoyable. For NSU News, this is Brian Cook.
What better way to get into the Christmas spirit than by going to see this year's Christmas Gala performed by the NSU Creative and Performing Arts Department? Sarah Gandy has a story.
NSU's Christmas Gala is an annual event that everyone in Natchitoches looks forward to. And if you have never experienced it, or even if you have, you are in for a treat this year.
This year, expect a lot of music, dance, fun, and just get ready to get in the Christmas spirit, because that's what it's all about.
We'll have big presents on stage, a set. The wow factor will be a little more, pow and in your face. And I just think the set will be larger than life, and it's going to be very exciting.
A lot of preparation goes into putting on such a great performance, and theater students have had to learn how to juggle rehearsal schedules with their schoolwork and other activities.
You just have to be able to time management. Time management is the key to success in the Capital Department, because with rehearsals and with all the stuff that you have to do, and you also want to be involved outside of campus, and you also want to, make sure your grades are great so you can graduate and be a good student. So it's just have to know how to do it. You just have to know how to manage your time better.
It's kind of a science that you learn throughout the years to juggle. You have to stay in shape in order to make it through all those rehearsals, and you have to manage your time wisely, have a planner, all kinds of different things that you need. Really, they're life skills, not just, time management skills. So, just learning how to juggle all that and to be prepared all the time.
Oh, thank you, superheroes. And with your help, I can make my rounds and get the gifts to lots of good little boys and girls.
Not only do performers spend a lot of time practicing for Gala, but many others are working hard behind the scenes as well.
This year we're completely redesigning Gala. So we're not using set pieces that we've had stored from years past. This is all completely brand new. So through the process of design and discussions, it takes about 6 weeks. So it's an all hands on deck process. Actually, I will have 15 kids here over Thanksgiving break that will be working through the break in order to get this ready to be open the next week.
We started the first day I came here. The beginning of the semester, we had started working on the pants and the jackets. It's a whole semester long process. We're still working on it.
Gala changes some every year, but this year something totally new is happening. There will be 2 performances at the historic Strand Theater in Shreveport on December 12th at 4 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
I'm super excited. I've never been to the Strand Theater, and I've heard it's really, really nice. I'm just ready to, show Gala somewhere else, because I feel like this needs to be shown around the world.
We've never taken it anywhere, so it's kind of cool for my last year here to be able to try something new like that and tour.
And a little bit overwhelming in that. We're not used to building it so we can strike it quickly and reassemble it quickly. So that's part of the redesign of it. Plus the logistics of traveling it to Shreveport. Of course, that requires loading the trucks, getting up there in time, unloading, setting it back up. So it's exciting and a little overwhelming.
Just like every Christmas season, Gala will be bigger and better here at NSU and in Shreveport, so make sure you don't miss it. For more information or to purchase tickets online, visit NSU's Theater and Dance Department website. For NSU News, I'm Sarah Gandy. All right, Samantha, so the Thanksgiving break is coming up, but this Saturday we have our football ending game against SFA. Can you let everyone know what the weather will be like?
Well, Sarah, it's going to be a great day to go to the game. There's not going to be any rain, yet it will be a little chilly, so make sure you bring a jacket, and it's going to be colder at the night. We'll be back with this and more with your weather.
I'm blessed to have such fine people in my corner who have been supportive of me all my life. I'm especially blessed to have been reared by kind, loving parents, Joe and Narvis Webb. who framed for me a marvelous paradigm of the world and the people within it. They taught me several principles of living that I hope I will always follow. Number one, love and trust God absolutely. Number two, love others as myself. Number three, to be a forgiving person and to ask forgiveness if I've wronged another. And number four, to cherish and revere Northwestern State University. If I had a message to leave with anybody, if anybody's interested, I think the best message anyone could carry in their hearts is to go about every day trying to do good.
Hello, I'm Samantha Sims with your NSU weather. Our current conditions, the temperature is 68 degrees, the humidity is 100%, and the winds are currently calm right now. As we go into our Louisiana temperatures, you can see Shreveport, 70 degrees, Monroe, 70, Natchitoches and Alexandria, 68, Lake Charles is 72, Baton Rouge and New Orleans is 70. Now as we go into our Doppler radar, you can see there is no rain in the Louisiana area, the Arkansas, Texas, Mississippi or Alabama, but there is some rain in the Gulf going towards Florida and the East Coast. So as you can see, this is the rain that came through Tuesday. It's in the east. It's in Georgia, North and South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. Luckily for us, though, there's no rain in Louisiana because we've had a rainy past couple of weeks. Tonight's low is 46 and partly cloudy, and then tomorrow's high is 70 and sunny. As we go into our 5-day forecast, you can see Friday, the high is 70 degrees and low is 50. Saturday, the high is 62, the low is 34. Sunday, the high is 51, the low is 31. Monday, the high is 57, the low is 36. Tuesday, the high is 61 and the low is 48. As you can see, there is no rain this coming week, so Saturday would be a great day to go out and watch the Demons play. Just make sure you bring your rain jacket. I'm Samantha Sims, and this has been your NSU weather.
When I was a little girl, my father taught me about business. He had me pick out a company and follow it in the stock market. While a student at Northwestern State University, my interest in business led to a degree in business administration, and that degree is paying off, as I now own my own company. I'm Sherry Talley, a proud and successful graduate of Northwestern State University. You can be too.
Northwestern State University, students today, leaders tomorrow.
Northwestern State University will share a special tradition with our Shreveport-Bossier City audiences this year, presenting our annual holiday spectacular, the NSU Christmas Gala at the historic Strand Theater, with 2 performances Saturday, December 12th. This production showcases the phenomenal talent and creativity of students from NSU's world-renowned School of Creative and Performing Arts. For ticket information, visit nsula.edu/gala.
After a year at one college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. That's when I heard about Northwestern State University's nursing program. I enrolled, learned from the best, and graduated with a 4-year nursing degree. Now I'm helping save lives in a hospital surgical intensive care unit. I'm Kaylee Craven, a proud and successful graduate of Northwestern State University, and you can be too.
Northwestern State University, students today, leaders tomorrow.
Thanksgiving is many things to many people here on campus. We caught up with some to see what they were doing during the break.
It's that time of year again, a time where NSU students get a week off from the quizzes and the homework and get a chance to go home for the Thanksgiving break. We asked the NSU students, what are your plans for the Thanksgiving break?
My plans for Thanksgiving is looking forward to going home, eating with the family, having everybody come down from like Charles, Texas area, Eunice area, do our family tradition, play a little football, basketball, just to have all the family over, get to see new faces and meet my entire family this time.
My plans for this Thanksgiving is basically just to like eat, maybe, and I'm going to Dallas too to visit my aunt. We're spending Thanksgiving over there, and most likely when I come back, I'll probably be working.
Part of the week, I'm going to go home, spend time with family. I come from a small town, very country, so we always go hunting, and we have as much food as we can possibly eat, and then regret it later. And then I want to come back, because it's a week long, I want to come back and actually get to enjoy my break, spend some time with friends, because I haven't really had a chance to explore Natchitoches. I've been busy with classes and extracurricular activities, so I actually want to get to enjoy what Natchitoches has to offer.
Our plans are maybe we have a friend in Baton Rouge, so we're gonna go visit her and maybe we'll spend Thanksgiving with her.
And it's our first Thanksgiving in Natchitoches and in this country because we are international students.
To eat till I pass out, gluttony. And spend a lot of time with my family. Glad to be back home, H-Town, coming for you.
My plans over the Thanksgiving break are go home, work, sleep, and hunt. That'd be about it.
Sounds like the NSU students are planning to get a little schoolwork done, eat a lot of turkey, but most importantly, spend time with the people they are thankful for. For NSU News, I'm Darian Breed.
NSU and Natchitoches work together on many different projects. It's safe to say that both are important to the other, and in football, it shows on the field.
College town. It's a ubiquitous term used to describe a town that thrives because of the successes of its school. But in Natchitoches, Louisiana, the relationship with Northwestern State University is more than just a cliche. It's so important that first-year NSU President Dr. Jim Henderson has prioritized the philosophy of town and gown.
One of the key areas of focus for Northwestern is to strengthen what is already a very strong relationship, and that's that town-gown relationship we enjoy with the city of Natchitoches. We want to make sure that we're enriching the city as much as the city helps enrich us just by our presence in the beautiful city of Natchitoches.
Natchitoches was recently voted the best small town in the South by USA Today readers, and it's easy to see why, with a gorgeous downtown anchored by the Cane River, among other positives. But Mayor Lee Posey knows the relationship with NSU is at the heart of what makes Natchitoches great.
Without Northwestern, Natchitoches is not what it is, there's no doubt. We are a special place, but Northwestern is a huge part of what we do. It brings so many people back to this community. I can't remember how many camps they had over the summer, but it just brings so many people, and they come, their parents love to come here, they spend money in Natchitoches, they visit our restaurants, they go tell other people about it.
Nowhere is the town and gown relationship more evident than on the football field, as the Demons boast 6 local players led by 3 starters, running back DeMard Lorenz, safety Chase Collins, and defensive end Leroy Armstrong. That makes for a unique bond.
Actually, I started off with Chase my 7th grade year, his 8th grade year, and we've been playing, well, me and DeMar, we've been playing since Pee Wee baseball, and it's fun, playing with those guys all the way through high school and out of college. It's real fun, we got a close relationship, so I enjoy them.
The bond of teammates you grew up with is one thing, but how about playing a home game that is literally that, a game at home?
I mean, it's hard to explain because it's home, you playing with a lot of guys, you play with in high school, and it's just home. You get to play in front of your friends and your family. They all get to come out to see you at home games. You just feel amazing. You feel just comfortable.
Of course, there's nothing more comfortable than a home-cooked meal.
Anytime mom's in, I try and talk her into cooking something, or I got grandparents that come drop me off some dishes that they cooked, and aunts and uncles that they take care of me. So I kind of get spoiled on that end of things.
Home fans and home cooking, town and gown, a perfect relationship between Natchitoches and Northwestern State. For Northwestern State University, I'm Patrick Netherton.
Alrighty, Javante, like Sarah said, we've got our last home football game of the season this Saturday. What do we have to look forward to?
Well, we're playing off against SFA, so let's look forward to bringing Chief Caddo back to Natchitoches. Find out more sports news after the break.
It is an honor to serve as president of our alma mater, and Tanya and I are elated to be back at home at Northwestern. All of us as alumni can play an important role in making Northwestern the premier regional university in Louisiana and the nation. We have the history, the traditions, the programs, and the people to make that goal a reality. At the heart of our plan to move Northwestern forward is a strong, supportive, active alumni base. Alumni create the reputation of a university, and you have already created a powerful and positive image of Northwestern through your achievements and your successes. We look forward to visiting with you over the weeks and months ahead to seek your input and gain your assistance on exciting initiatives that will elevate our alma mater to even greater heights. That, in turn, will enhance the value of the degrees you've already earned from Northwestern. Please plan to join us as we intensify the relationship between Northwestern and its alumni. We want to ensure that the future days for our students, both current and former, are brighter than ever before. Thank you, and Forcum Demons.
Welcome back, Demon fans. I'm Javante Thomas, and this is your Demon Sports Blitz. The NSU football team fought a tough battle this weekend in Huntsville, but came up short 21-59 against the Sam Houston Bearcats. The Bearcats proved too much for the Demons and scored 59 points. That was the most points ever surrendered by the Demons in the Southland Conference since joining the league in 1987. The Bearcats just overpowered the Demons by scoring on 9 of their 12 possessions. The Demons had over 300 yards of offense, but that just wasn't enough to beat the Bearcats. Up next for the Demons is SFA and the battle for Chief Caddo. Both coaches and players are looking forward to this game.
It's a very special game for everyone involved. And you can count back the years, I remember them just like it was yesterday, how important of a game this was. And now getting a chance to come over here and coach in it has been a real special pleasure for me. And when Coach Thomas first called me and talked to me about coming down here and joining him, I said, okay, on one condition, we're going to get that trophy back. It's a 365-day a year, 24/7 trophy. That's what it is. Chief turned 55 years old this year, and he's as big as ever, 7'6", 330 pounds of black gum.
It's a great game, great atmosphere. It's a lot to be played for, the biggest trophy in college football. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's the last one. Hopefully, we're going to get on them and get the win to get Chief Caddo back to his home.
Well, my first year here, we won the Chief, and it was a great feeling. And we thought it was almost too easy because we beat them pretty well. And we came into that game not thinking it was going to be a tougher game. And they played good, but the rain, affected it. And then last year it was a lot closer game. I had a missed field goal, and trust me, after the game, I immediately texted my kicking coach because I was so disappointed in myself. And I was like, we got to get to work. After Thanksgiving break, that's when I'm starting training for, the off season. And that was that game and the Southeastern game, getting all those kicks blocked, were the two games that were just on my mind the whole off season, to make sure that I was absolutely perfect as possible, to make sure that this season, when it came down, you know, if it came down to me or whatever, as long as I was doing my job, you know, it was going to be good. And so it's definitely, you know, one of those games that's in the top 3 of rivalries in my mind for, you know, ever since I've been at Northwestern State. You know, where you want to win, because if you don't win, you just feel like you let the whole season down, no matter what. If you lost every game but you won the SFA game, that's almost all that mattered.
Kickoff on Saturday at Turpin Stadium is at 3 p.m., but tailgating starts that morning, so come out early and enjoy the day and support the Demons, and let's win back Chief Caddo. Moving on to basketball, the Lady Demons had 2 very tough games this week and came up short in both games. First off, this past Sunday, the Lady Demons took on SMU and lost 74-36. The Lady Demons then traveled to Austin, Texas to take on the number 11 Lady Longhorns, and once again started off strong but failed to win the game, 86-33. Head coach Brooke Storrs says it's a great opportunity for the team to grow. The Lady Demons are now 2-1 on the young season. The Lady Demons now have back-to-back home games next week. The first game is Saturday at 11 a.m. against LSUA, and then on Monday they will play Central Baptist at 6:30 p.m. Now turning to men's basketball, where last week the school learned that point guard and preseason All-Southland pick Jalen West will be out for the rest of the season after a knee injury he received during the Ole Miss game last Friday. West is upbeat and says he will focus on graduation right now will try to coach the team up so they can make a run at the conference title. West will have a surgery to repair his knee later this month and then will start rehab. During the game with Ole Miss, he scored 25 points, but the Demons came up short on the scoreboard, 90-76. The Demons took on LSUA on Monday night for the home opener and had a late comeback, but fell 99-97. Up next for the Demons is a game tonight against the Warhawks, and they will travel to Arizona to take on the number 12 team in the country. And that'll do it for your Demon sports coverage. Make sure you go to nsudemons.com to get game recap schedules and more from our wonderful sports department. And that'll do it for your Demon Sports Blitz. I'm Javonte Thomas.
And that will do it for this edition of NSU News. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Gandy.
And I'm Nathan Magner. Have a great night.